Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We have the 2000 United States 1 cent coin, the Lincoln Penny. This is Philadelphia one here, no mint mark on the Philadelphia. Here's the Denver one here, and there is the San Francisco one. We're going to talk about all these coins in a Cheerios coin. And it turns out that one of these, at least, is worth more than a Cheerios coin. Let's take a look. In the year 2000, the US Mint put out Cheerios coin. And what they did was they gave the first 10 million of these coins to General Mills, who makes the cereal Cheerios. General Mills took these coins and put them in these wrappers and then distributed them in cereal boxes. So it says right there, one of the first 10 million first minted year 2000 coins. And there it is right there. And here's a copy of that coin from the PCGS website. And you note that this is outside of the packaging. And if you're going to get it graded, what PCGS will do is to take it outside of the packaging, as far as I can tell. So this coin right here, you can see 2000 1 cent Cheerios cent red. That means it has this kind of bright red color to it. And if you magnify it out, you'll see all this little stuff underneath and these little lines through on the front and the back. And that's, of course, and that's because by the year 2000, the United States was doing pennies that were made of a copper-plated zinc. So if we scroll up a little bit, you'll see that this is the PCGS number here, 2.5 grams instead of the 3.11 copper coins, and you see the copper plated zinc. And you'll also see this amazing number here, $11,000 for a Mint State 64 red in 2021. This Mint State 68 red, we'll go down and we'll take a look at that. We'll go over and we'll take a look at the price on that, and you'll see that it's worth about $4,000. So what happened was in 2021, the first and best of these came out, and then everybody started taking them over to get them graded by PCGS. And so by today's date, they've had 11 graded so far to Mint State 68. It's not just one anymore like there was in the year 2021. And so this price, even though it's an auction price, was on eBay, but it's not the current price. The current price or the current price estimate is right over here, and that's $4,000 for a Mint State 68 red. Now, if we go up and go over, you'll see that this doesn't just come in a red, it also comes in a red brown, which is this one here. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. The red brown, they don't have a picture here, and they actually don't even have a price estimate on it. And then the just brown, again, no picture, but what they do have is a price estimate. So if you get the Cheerios penny at a Mint State 67 and it's a brown, it's probably going to be worth $500 or under. So you want to look for the red one. But it's going to be so you want to look for the red one if you're going to try to get the big bucks, but remember that the current price on the best red one you can get is about $4,000. But as this article in the PCGS website indicates, if you submit a Cheerios penny to PCGS, it has to be in the original untampered with package. They do not grade any of these coins as Cheerio coins unless they're submitted, as it says right down here, in their original untampered with Cheerios holders. Anything messed up about the holder, any way it's taken out of the holder, it will not get graded by PCGS as a Cheerios penny. And there it is right there. We get in for a real close-up. We can see that there's some little bubbles in the bubble wrap on it. And we can see the 2000 there, and you know, kind of the logo going around the outside, Liberty. We can't really see the back of the coin, but we can see that it's Abe, and we can see that it's a little bit reddish or reddish brown. And the way that these get graded is according to how red they are, like the color red. And so this one might be a relatively highly graded one, but the only way you can get them graded is to take them to PCGS or one of the other services and have them graded. And the cost of having them graded so far outweighs the value of the coin in some degree that it's not worth doing. So this particular coin, you can probably get it for $5 to $10 on eBay, depending on, you know, the quality of the wrapper and some of the other stuff. You see the Cheerios up there, trademark. Let's flip this over and take a look at the back. The back, Certificate of Authenticity. And you can see the high quality these were. They actually have the perforated edge so they could break them. So they just printed them on these huge sheets and then just they cut them. And this one, they missed the actual perforation on there, so that's kind of fun. We get down here and it says, Certificate of Authenticity. This is to certify that the U.S. Mint at its Philadelphia, Pennsylvania facility, the largest coin manufacturing plant in the world, produced the enclosed coins. Your 2000 dated coin is one of the first 10 million to be produced by the Mint and has been packaged by Cheerios as a special memento of the new millennium. So, of course, the year 2000 was the new millennium, hence why they call it the Cheerios Millennium Penny. And that's by Philip N. Deal, Director of the United States Mint. And it says name, event, and date there. So these were set up so that they could be distributed. You could put a name, an event, and a date on there. But this particular one here was one of many that were put in cereal boxes. In the year 2000, at the Philadelphia Mint, which is a no mint Mark I, they made 5.5 billion. They have two different varieties. There's the close AM America and the wide AM in America. Let's just flip this 2001 over right now and take a look at it. Wide AM in America and close AM in America, what we do is we actually look right there, and if they touch, it's not the wide AM, it's a close AM. If this had a wide AM, it would be worth about $6 to $7. In other words, if there was a space, see how there's space between the M and the E here? Right there. See the space between these letters? See how the A and the M touch? Well, that's where the wide AM would come in, and this doesn't have a wide AM, and it would have to be, and you notice I turned the Philadelphia coin over because that's the one that has the difference. What does it say on it? It says United States of America, e pluribus unum. There's Lincoln inside the Lincoln Memorial. Over here on the right, we see an FG for the initials of the engraver, Frank Gasparo. And then down here, we see a 1 cent coin. So 5.5 billion at Philly. Look for the wide AM, the space between the A and the M on the America. This one here, this is a 2000D, and you can see this is in just incredible shape. This, of course, came out, and you can probably tell that, from an uncirculated mint set. And they're still around, and they're not very expensive. And once in a while, you get a coin like this in the uncirculated mint set, which is just fantastic. At the Denver Mint, they made about 5.4 billion. This one here is probably worth $5 to $7. Also, maybe a little bit more than that. Look at the detailing on this. The problem is that in order to get this graded, we would need to send it to a coin service, PCGS or NGC, and that would cost us $15 or $20 probably, unless we sent it in bulk. Now down here at the very bottom, you can see the initials, the front engraver. That's VDB, Victor David Brenner. All right, and finally on this one we have the 2000S, and that's the San Francisco Mint, and you know by 2000 that was a proof coin at the San Francisco Mint. These proof coins are not hugely valuable, $1.50 to $2, even though they are in great shape. Now, people say, well, didn't they make the S for general circulation? And no, they didn't. The last year they made the S for general circulation was 1974. And in 1974, they made 412 million of these, so they made a lot. And so if you get to 74 or before, you might be able to find a lot of the S mint coins, but they are not proof coins. The 2000 Lincoln Millenium Penny from General Mills in Cheerios. Have a great day from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.